Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks. I'll need that. I'll need a roll of luck.
Hello.
Yo.
Let's go for some rain.
Yes, boys. It's gonna be 10 DNFs in the qualifying alone.
I felt good in the rain, surprisingly.
Yeah. I don't know, we'll see. Probably we'll do better with rain than dry. Although I haven't done a single lap. Probably.
𝗪𝗔𝗪𝗠𝗪 173.
Okay.
173 while riding.
I mean, it's possible. Just have those OP setups. Hopefully they don't try to cut again. Hit a wall.
What the fuck? The lobby is laggy as fuck. I got 5 places. Really penalty.
Yeah, so that's you were in front of me, Raskas. With Flores.
There were 3 cars in front of me, and there fast cars in the
Yeah.
Northlands, and yeah, it
Yeah.
was a melee.
Okay. Don't worry, just try to do your best. Oh, I've lost the RS. The RS failure. Great. Mediums. And let's go long. What do you think?
I start in P18, so
I go mediums. Because
yes, I'll go medium for sure. I start in 18.
okay. Yeah, me too. 13th, I think. Oh, Barry as well. 5th place. And Flores. Quite bad from Rasmussen. Probably for him.
What?
I say quite bad from Rasmussen, considering he's probably a bit faster than that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, with mediums we can probably take some places. If someone gets wing damage and he holds up the train. I'll keep my mic open for the race. I'll tell you when I box. What wings for medium?
I don't know.
Okay. I go 8.
I'll go 7.
Okay. Good luck. If you hear me breathing or something, let me know.
Okay.
I will stop breathing.
fastest lap is a 1:10.6. new strategy is available on the MFD.
Mate, I have another DRS failure. Unbelievable. Both quali and now.
When you beat
14 probably. Can I go to the end from lap 13?
maybe.
I'll pit 13 then. What a last lap. Jesus.
I didn't see what happened.
Mate.
How? What happened?
Someone, Longe went for a move on the Haddad and he just blocked the whole track in Raskas. And I just passed around the outside. Wow.
Wow. GG, man.
Yeah, thanks. Unlucky.
I tried to undercut, but I went out just behind every single one on the whole queue, so it was impossible. And I
Yeah.
retired. And
Yeah.
you were lucky to
Yeah.
go out in front of everyone.
Yeah, I had a good in lap, but I saw you rejoin behind the whole train and I was like,
Impossible to do anything. I think if I would have stayed out more time,
yeah.
I would have overcut them probably.
Yeah.
Because I was faster than Bono and you in the race.
Yeah, I was holding up Bono so much. I was really slow on the medium.
GG.
Yeah, not bad. That's the most points I've got in one race because I also had the fastest lap, so. And I had the least practice of all the races. One day. Let's go, boys. Wow, what a race. What a race. Yeah, well done to the top three. Amazing drives from all of them, especially Lucas. But yeah, I was not expecting
Why are we
points.
still running? What the fuck?
Who? Yeah, I don't know. We're waiting for Holtzman. Yeah, I had practically no practice for this race, to be honest. I only practiced today. My PB in quali was basically the lap I did in the real quali. So yeah. And how lucky with the overtakes. Wow, and the strategy was really good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's always
I could
really...
have been in top 5 probably if I didn't uh, get the penalty in qualifying.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as I said, if someone has damage in the train, and that's what happened with... well, actually, Rasmussen had damage and he retired, so he was holding up everyone. If you just did the mid-11s, then you would overcut everyone. But yeah, unlucky. I mean, you did more than enough in these 5 races with 2 podiums. Insane. I don't know. Yeah, I just flew in the hairpin. I don't know what happened there. Because I went for the move on Marcel and I kind of pushed him into Longue. And I got instant karma for it or something. And just flew a few meters in the air. Luckily, didn't lose any places, so I took it lightly. But yeah, stick around if you want to see now. I'll hopefully be Latifi's engineer. for the race. So stick around if you want to see that. One sec, actually, let me just show you. There we go. Wow, what a race. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I will keep on streaming for another hour, around that, maybe even more. So stick around. Yeah, it was lucky. I mean, I was like, P8, that's really good, but with softs, I was like, I can maybe gain one position, that would be really nice. And, you know, when it got to the last sector, I was like, okay, let's just keep this P8, bring it home. And then I see a Renault just blocking the whole track, and I'm like, no, we're not gonna lose the P8 that we've at least got. And, you know, instead it flipped and we gained two. So that's kind of what happened with Barry and Rasmussen, because Barry went to overtake on the inside, which I don't understand because Rasmussen was obviously going to pit there. So I just took them both around the outside. And luckily, that's what happened. I think Longay tried to reverse, and I think he clipped me a little bit. But yeah, luckily we didn't spin. Otherwise, I would have been really upset. Okay, let's go to the... Hello.
Michael, hello, hello.
Yep, hello. Do you hear me?
How's how's it going?
Ah, really nice. Had a really good race.
Good job.
Thanks. I mean, had a good race. I mean, I got really lucky. That's all
Can you
you
hear
need.
Michael?
Yeah,
Yep,
he's
I
quiet.
cannot, mate.
but
No.
He's like
I
at the
hear
end of the room.
George, have you tried the hard in the race? Hello.
What was the times they were doing?
Oh, he might have me muted. Does George have me muted?
Or what was the quickest?
I don't think so.
Finally got the race
Can you ask him?
finished.
'Cause I don't
No,
know.
in quali for the main event.
George?
Can you hear me?
I'm sure he has me
Yeah,
muted.
can you hear me, Hubby?
Okay, okay. Can you hear Nikki?
No.
Yeah, he has
Okay.
me muted. Probably from before. From
He'll go
the
into
other
a
race.
different chat though, no?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's close this real quick.
Michael, you know how the hard is in the race, in like a 50% race here.
Useless.
Oh, he's not by his mic either.
I think soft medium should be
I would like
fine.
to answer your question, Nikki, but I have no idea.
Yeah, no worries.
So you can talk to both Nikki
Ah,
and me, but I can't hear Nikki at the moment.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
sorry, I had to... Do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, yeah, I had to push to talk and...
No worries.
yeah.
You know how the hard is in a 50% race at this track? I haven't tried it, but because one stop is insane amount of tire dig.
I'd say with the nature of this race, it'd be better to do 2 stints of soft and medium than one of hard. You
Yeah,
know?
because George is saying he's gonna do 2 stop. I've only ever practiced the 1 stop, but
Yeah, 1 stop is optimal.
you're saying 1 stop is you think is still better.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the problem, well, the only thing goes against that is because I mean George is saying he's doing 2-stop, but because there's no damage, so you could just like fire it in on all the back markers when if you do 2-stop. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I
I haven't
guess.
practiced 2, so I'll probably just do 1 and let's see. But it's a stretch. You got to go to like at least lap 11, 10 on soft.
Happy, I
and
think
then
penalties are
yeah.
going to be a bit of a nightmare again. If you can try and keep a close eye on that.
Yeah, I've got my netbook ready.
Should we go to the other Williams channel?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, okay. Good luck, guys. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Nice.
You're quite quiet today, though, but you know, I have your
Uh-huh.
Discord all the way turned up. But
Yeah, that's probably the game, to be honest. It always does its own things.
yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I'll probably just go for the 1-stop soft medium.
Yeah. And if you're
But
outside the top 10, then opposite.
yeah, but it'll be a tricky one for sure. Man, the Veloci races yesterday was like chaos with the damage on. It was just like if you could get in clean air, it was even with damage. Like everyone was trying to like pit right away to get into clean air, but then you catch like the non-drivers, and with damage on, it was a nightmare.
Oh, I didn't realize you had damage on. I thought
Yeah,
it was.
everyone had front wing damage from like right to the beginning. I did both races from like 15 laps of both races with like orange wing damage, but it was the same for
Jesus.
everyone. Lando crashed out, Charles crashed out. Oh.
You can do that on every.
If Lando's PC crashes again, there's something
Yeah.
wrong. So yeah, guys, just a few minutes away
Not
from
already up yet.
starting the virtual GP. I will be spotting Nicholas Latifi. So stay tuned for this one. I was gonna keep an eye out on this Discord so you can see when the drivers are supposed to ready up. That was actually our best race of the exhibition races. We got P6 in Australia, but we had the fastest lap here, so got 9 points. And it's always a little bit more
So
special.
the hard is for sure a no-go on this track for 1-stop.
Yeah, I mean, unless you crash in lap 1, like wing damage. Actually, you don't have damage on, so
Yeah,
yeah, that's just
because for me with the softs, they already start to go like lap 6, something like that. But then you have to go to like at least like 10, 11 minimum, because then if you put any earlier than that, then the mediums like they really go off like the last 5, 6 laps.
yeah, ready up, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe yeah, I think some guys will go for the 2-stop if they
Yeah,
went for the 2-stop in Brazil. Then
George already said he's doing 2-stop.
okay, okay.
but I've never practiced it, so I don't know when I have to pit and whatnot. Again, I think you can only do 2-stop because there's no damage on, so you don't have to worry about coming through the back markers. I mean, you do, but the racing drivers are just gonna absolutely send it, like not care.
I can already
if they
see
crash, if they crash somebody.
people flipping everywhere. I think someone flipped in F2
Mm.
in sector 1 or something.
Okay, let's do it. 4 laps. I'm gonna go out right away and then just lead the pack. I think I'm the lead driver because of the pit lane here. So
Yeah, we had insane traffic in the exhibition race. It's too many cars for this track.
you there?
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, your voice cut. I thought my sound cut. Is it rain? It's raining. What? It's
Oh, no.
raining.
Oh, no.
Is that on purpose?
No, I don't think so, but really unlucky.
But it's stupid. I mean, I don't mind, but it's stupid they do it with the damage without the damage.
Best of luck,
What?
mate. Is it raining in the race?
It's for what? They did this as a surprise for sure, but people are just gonna wallbang.
Is it dry in the race? Did you check?
No.
Just keep it smooth, hit the apexes, and
Yeah. Pretty much same gears, yeah.
yeah. If you need more turning, just go down 1 gear. It's all about timing,
Oh
really.
my god, there's so much understeer.
I'd go 54, by the way, because it's much easier to lock the fronts than rears.
Yeah.
Boys, it's raining. It's raining. I am looking forward to this.
Oh my god, it's so slippery.
Alright, we'll keep track of the penalties for the race. Got them right here. It's gonna be a lot of penalties, especially if it's raining for the race.
Ah, Luis Fonsi.
Oh, well, people don't have mirrors in this. I swear the worst thing about this is no one has any special awareness. George has a really interesting camera angle there. Let's see. It's going to be really interesting. I think the order is going to be around the same because this is just, the same game, same thing. Is just scale it 5 times and you've got the rain. So I think whoever's got the best feeling of this game will still be the quickest. But Latifi seems to be going quite nice. Okay, so Lando has a 5 place grid penalty. Oh, Nicholas there. Not bad. Ah, that was really slow. Lando with a 5 place grid penalty.
Is it still better to like just do 1 lap and pit? I mean, actually, you have to anyways because of the fuel.
Yeah, you cannot change the fuel, right?
No.
Yeah.
Anyways, I use the in lap to practice still.
Yeah, there's only 2 sets of wets, I think, so unless the track kind of dries out. You'll have to leave it a bit later, don't go out straight away.
You think you can still do 4 sets? Probably not now.
No, because there's only 2 sets of wet tires.
Oh, only 2 sets. So I could go back out on the same tire.
Well, if you want to for this one, yes, but if not, then just leave it a bit later for the second stint or the second run. By the way, where exactly are you on track now? So I know like when to talk to
I'm
you
in
in the
this
race.
going into the fast swimming pool chicane.
Okay, the first one or the second?
Second one.
Okay, cool.
Just in the 𝗏𝗥 now pitting.
Okay.
So you only get 2 sets of wets.
Yeah, I don't know why. Check if it's gonna go light rain for the second part of quali. And check the race forecast as well.
So how do you check if it's gonna go light rain?
Just look at the weather and just wait a little bit till 3 tabs show up, like on the monitor. And then for race,
I think it's gonna be heavy rain still. Yeah, it's gonna stay.
yeah, I see. Okay.
I'm just gonna go back out on the same set of tire then.
Yeah, and for the race, it says like toggle weather. I don't know which button that is on your wheel, but it might be on the keyboard as well.
The cameras, not just the webcam, but an actual team of people watching. So 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏, Arsenal striker, joining, and 𝗦𝗧𝗏𝗘𝗏 as well. So if you like a bit 𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏, 1 billion views. He's going to be driving tonight, and we'll see how well he does.
Just a quick word on Ocon. He's someone that I've got a lot of sympathy for because he was itching to get back into Formula One. He finally secured the seat at Renault, and he hasn't got to go racing yet. He needs to prove himself. He wants to prove himself in Formula One, having taken that year out. But I'm delighted to see him.
One sec, guys.
Because he'll have the chance to do so. Talking of 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏, 6'2", he's a big guy to get into a Formula One car, but obviously immense sporting pedigree. Did a great interview with Lando Norris that they published online, where he was just basically asking Lando desperately for some tips before tonight's race. Great to see how he gets on. You know, there's been some great footballers involved so far.
Of course, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is taking part. Now, I have never been referred to this as a triple threat. However, there are 3 drivers that are competing tonight, which we are calling the triple threat. And there they are, Alex Albon, George Russell and Charles Leclerc. You just look at the finishes they've had. They've all won a virtual Grand Prix. And as Mika Häkkinen didn't want to put himself out there and say which one could possibly be a future F1 champ, but the
answer is all of them.
Yes.
I mean, they've got so much talent between the 3 of them. But what's really struck me about this is just how much this has meant to them. You heard the absolute elation. And George, last time out, you know, he's been used to tailing around at the back in the Williams so far in his Formula One career. To win the race meant so much. It's also been a crucial part of them keeping their eye in under lockdown, keeping practicing and keeping connected with their friends. There's George having a little practice.
Yeah, and it's been so fun, and everyone, fans of F1 and motorsport in general, have been loving the fact that they get this access to Charles Leclerc. He's streaming his drives. He's practically, I think there's going to be a 24-hour
lap time invalidated. Okay, I'm going to go for another lap.
And George Russell is one of those drivers that's really stepped up, and we feel like we know them more than we did last year.
Absolutely, you get a glimpse of their personalities, you get to see just how competitive they are, and it's great to see them all
but
in relative.
They have to, everybody has to be bouncing off the walls. There's no way they're doing those times without bouncing off the walls. I mean,
really putting the hours in on their sims.
What's the poll up?
Indeed. Listen,
24-1.
Fabulous place. I'm curious to know what it's looking like right now.
I think
So we have
high
Budapests
21 is
to
possible.
head down and see what it's like.
So I just wanted to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on down here. Obviously Monaco was in a pretty serious lockdown, as was most of the world, to be honest. But things are starting to come out of it. Normality has resumed. We've been out of it for 2 weeks. A lot of the drivers obviously been based down here, and I've stayed down here for this whole time since returning back from Melbourne. But I just want to show you where I am. I'm standing in the pit lane of what would have been where all the action is happening. Shame not to see the garages built, but as you look down here, you can see the nice rubber marks from where people have rubbered in their pit boxes for last year, just to get that extra special launch away from these lightning quick pit stops. If I just walk over here, this is obviously where you see people just touching the barrier at the swimming pool section. It's world famous. You can see where the diving board is and the chutes. The port looking as
You can
spectacular
see George
as
is a lot
ever,
more.
and obviously up to the world famous.
You can see George is a lot more relaxed, and Lando. I mean, Lando just enjoying this, waiting for his game to crash probably. Let's see. Okay, 1 second out. That's decent. Into the chicane. He's gonna get another 3/10. Has actually done a purple middle sector. That's really nice. He's gonna get in a lot of time through here. Focus on the exits.
how much time is left? You know?
Yep, 1 sec. 6:50. So just go back in. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah. With wet, can you do 2 laps in a row with for the deployment?
2 laps in a row now. I mean, you could try anyway for the last run. There's nothing to lose, but yeah, I don't think you're gonna improve massively.
Oh, Louis Fonzi! Oh my god.
Oh.
I got a 5-place penalty because the freaking Fonzie was in the middle of the track and I couldn't avoid him.
Jesus, man, this game sometimes.
That's so stupid. Could you send a message to 𝗥𝗢𝗘𝗢𝗔? See if they could overturn that.
I'll try.
Say the guy was spun in the middle of the track and I had nowhere to go. He was pulling back into the middle of the track.
I'm sure they'll restart the race for you. I actually got a 5 place grid penalty in the exhibition race, Alvaro. But nothing we could do.
Anyway, see if they could overturn that.
I'll ask.
Should I just go right away?
How much time now? It's 4:30.
4:50.
Yeah, something like that. So go out around 4:30. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have to go into the other chat to tell 𝗥𝗢𝗘𝗢 or whatever, that's you can do it. But yeah, just to see, because that's silly.
Yeah, I'll ask right now.
So he was spun blocking the track, and then I was going to one side, and then he just bounced. Well, he pulled out into the middle of the track. Like I have to turn this wheel too much to get the car to turn.
It's the most challenging thing you can do in this game, probably. Monaco in heavy rain. Let's put some sound on.
To be in the tanks of these cars, so then 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏 can go for another lap.
I think I have time to do a push, so that's what I'm gonna try and do.
We've got 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗦 on an outlap. Same applies to 𝗬𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗟, to 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗡𝗏,
Oh my god.
to 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏𝗡𝗏, who returns to
𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏𝗡𝗏, out of the way, man.
outings. And David Schumacher goes fastest of anyone by an enormous margin. Look at that lap from David Schumacher.
What
there.
a lap.
That is
Actually, no, you don't have the fuel for push scope.
23.0. And the racing point currently the fastest. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏
23-0, that's
We didn't see that sort of pace from David last time out, did we? Wow, provisional pole position.
a bit of an
Oh,
interesting
goodness
lap.
me.
I'm just gonna say that.
𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏, big slide there on his hot lap, and having a 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 in the way as well. So 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏 will have enough time for at least one more lap. But what a lap from David Schumacher. Does that suggest the track conditions are getting better? Or does it suggest that David Schumacher has put in some serious time?
A Schumacher in the wet?
Yeah.
Come on.
Give me chills.
We've heard that before. Fantastic lap. As the son of Ralf Schumacher has put it to the top of the timing pages. Right, we're ticking down towards the final 2 minutes. We've got a Racing Point ahead of a Ferrari, ahead of a Williams, ahead of a Ferrari. Valtteri Bottas, a very impressive 5th on debut at the moment. Esteban Ocon, the other debutant driver from the current Formula 1 field, down in 17th.
Ah, I
needs
freaking
to improve. We
put
go
the
on
inside
board
wall.
with 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏.
The chicane. I got one more lap at least.
Yeah, try another. We'll try not to get another grip penalty.
Where are all these veterans?
Yeah, Charles just cut the track, so his lap isn't validated anyways.
Thank you very much indeed. 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏 looks like he's just shaping up now for 1, maybe 2 laps if he's got enough fuel.
Javi said they can't remove the penalty, and he thinks George also has a penalty for blocking you. So
has been disqualified. 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏 has been disqualified for whatever reason.
Not ideal, is it?
From this session, so all the hopes are Red Bull with 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏𝗏, back with Valtteri Bottas.
oh, Lando's spun there.
His immense experience to this level. And
Oh my god, this Prost better move out of the way.
his teammate 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏 Gutierrez was talking about how great it is for him to be able to show what he's really like behind the wheel. There's no crash helmet. You can see the expressions. You can feel the concentration as he tries to improve. Last year was the first time that Valtteri Bottas stepped on a Monaco Grand Prix podium, and he's got 5 drivers ahead of him as we tick down. David Schumacher, the driver to beat, and Bottas is trying to keep it out of the barriers. Look at the wheel spin as he applies the throttle. Full wet tyres on the car, and good job too out of the final corner, the 19th and final corner. Isn't straight, and Valtteri Bottas improves, so he's finding time all the time, and he's up to P5 to Zermatt Lando Norris.
Oh, it's awesome to have 8 Formula 1 drivers involved in this series, isn't it? I was just looking at the list of drivers and just pinch me. It's unbelievable to watch, and great to have Valtteri there, as you say, improve into P6. George Russell just about getting enough.
Yeah, he's timed that.
7 seconds to go.
Yes, that's a better line. Come on.
No, that's 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏 just behind him as well. Who can improve?
22-4. That's insane.
𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏, he adores this place. In F2 last year, he was P2 on the road as George
Yeah, those
Russell
laps are
around
insane.
Massenet corner.
From
I was happy with that lap.
Yeah, that was a
How
good
am I
lap.
still P12?
Where is he
That's
the
a
hell?
decent lap, mate.
22.
They're for sure bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's a bit of a sketchy lap.
Like, like my lap was clean. I didn't hit any walls. Okay, yeah, you could say that I'm still wouldn't be pole, but there's no way I'm 2.7 seconds off or whatever it is. It's silly.
Yeah, no, but that's a good lap from Fittipaldi, so you know, you have to have a incredible feeling on this game to be quick in the wet. So
Well, I guess I'm doing the going long on the first stint.
yep, just go medium and see how long you can go.
When can I pit?
Just go on the medium stint and see how long you can go. If you can go to lap So there's 39
Well,
laps.
Yeah, because it recommends if you do the opposite strategy that it's if you do soft medium, it says to go to at least lap 11. But I guess with a low fuel, you could do a bit more, no?
Yeah, it's not at least lap 11. I think lap 11 is like lap 10. Lap 11 is the optimal. You can maybe go lap 9.
Yeah. So I
If,
could at the end of the race, I could probably do what, like 14 laps on the soft?
no, it's not much more, but
No.
maybe
Okay. So
from lap 28, let's say lap 28, maybe lap 27, but it comes down to
All
how
right.
much you push and mainly
I don't know
temperature.
what happened to my stream there, but P2.
I want to watch the laps after of everyone who
I
is
do as
streaming.
well. I do as well, especially from Fittipaldi. Well, to be honest, well, George's stream cut off in the last run. I'm just saying.
George's stream cut off. Anyways, it's fine.
Talk about it.
What about the fuel? You just like leave it as is, or you? I mean, from what I've done, it still uses quite a decent amount of fuel. So, like I take off like half a lap from the standard or something.
Yeah, I go way over actually. I like to use a lot, so I think just preference, whatever you practiced.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave the same.
Okay, cool.
I hope it's a dry race.
I hope so too. It's gonna be chaos if it isn't.
And I'm starting like
You see
last.
the penalties?
So stupid.
Oh no, I think you're P11. Oh no, you actually okay. You got
The penalty.
Yeah, the penalty.
When I got the penalty.
Okay, yeah, P17. Yeah, you'll see, mate. It's just gonna be chaos everywhere. Just avoid it, and that's it.
Yeah. I think best. I don't know. Yeah, I'll see where to be. I know for the hairpin, it's just best to send it on the inside because if there's a crash, it'll always gotta go to the outside.
Yeah.
Even if you freaking have to cut the curve and.
You don't care about the guy on the outside. Just send it.
Edit strategy. Stint 2 soft. So 39 laps. So going to saying to pit like lap 27. So I'll leave that and see how it is. Fuel I'm gonna leave as is. Let's try at least. Formation lap? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be out of the formation lap. Why isn't Nico going? What is he doing? Okay, I'm out of the formation lap. Oh my god. So silly. Anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Got my tires set already. Yeah, one of my friends who watches the stream says everyone's bouncing off the walls.
I can imagine.
He says, he says he has 4 onboards right now looking at them and everyone's doing it. And he's like, yeah, George's stream went down on his final push.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe it was an internet issue or something, but he looks really.
It's a little bit sus, guys.
Yeah, he looks genuinely confused, so maybe some really hard acting there.
Everyone's coming back to the grid.
Especially with last time race winner George Russell alongside. Matt, it's looking like a great racing prospect.
Mouth-watering indeed. A few people we didn't really expect to see as far up the field as
It's silly they put the wet. Like, what did they expect? People were obviously going to be bouncing off the walls. At least the dry, it's like...
No, I don't think they put
Bad decision from F1. Bad decision, guys.
So, yeah, I mean, this is interesting because there are so many different...
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Long race.
Best of
Get some
luck.
full sends in there.
From the softs and then went the mediums the entire race. Obviously, this is different. This is a 50% race. So they'll go
I will have my
slightly bit longer,
notebook up with
but it
the
does still look like
penalties. It's
one
going to be
stop,
filled until the end.
Probably the more aggressive strategy is go soft to medium because obviously that's the quicker tyre compared to the hards, which go longer. But
what would you favour, Matt? Which way would you go?
Go soft medium. You might be Monaco. You might be, wanting to take it a little bit tentatively, but I don't think with no damage these guys will be taking anything tentatively.
The grid forming up there.
Oh no!
With the 5 red lights on in Monaco. And we're underway with 𝗕𝗏𝗘𝗙𝗪𝗘 on the left, George Russell on the right. The lights are out and we're underway around the streets.
Oh, there's a crash.
With George Russell looking like he's close to the lead. Has he managed to keep it there? Will they
of course, it's the non-racers who are just driving flat out.
But there was an issue for 𝗬𝗏𝗘𝗟𝗑 in the background. He's spinning. It's frantic up the hill. But George Russell's got the lead. Past 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏 with spinning in the middle. The Alfa Romeo collecting the 2 Mercedes in the mix as well.
So just to confirm, warnings for collisions don't count as like track limits warnings.
Yep, correct. Don't worry about it.
Okay, copy. Okay, but I already have, if you just keep track, I have 1 collision warning from someone running into the back of me.
He's gone from pole to 4th.
Oh, what a shocking start. The one place you don't want to lose a position. I think Leclerc's on the back of 𝗏𝗘𝗘𝗏 as well. But the one place you don't want to lose position.
Antonio's out of the race, looks like.
Key. I think 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏 was the Mercedes spinning the wrong way round after contact. I think he straightened up an Alfa Romeo, then he was the one that was facing the wrong way. So
oh man, there's a penalty already.
Now down to P19 as we can see on our screens. But George Russell flew off the line, took 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏, but 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 very much there with him.
So he has managed to go through. It'll be interesting to see what David Schumacher's pace is like in the dry. George Russell, unsurprisingly, with that benchmark lap time.
Quickly going to mention, sorry, Alex, that George is on the
I don't know what Valtteri's Twitch channel is. Sorry. Might be VB77 or, Valtteri Bottas something.
Trying to overtake it to Massenet. You don't see that very often, but I think he's just about, even though he was going sideways, pull that one off. And 𝗬𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏, who had a penalty for, I think he had a
Never done this strategy, so it's all new for me.
to get himself up to 6th. And there was such an impressive performance from 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏 in the wet, in the dry, not quite working for him. Russell, Arthur Leclerc, David Schumacher.
Yeah, just use the walls, mate. Everyone's doing it.
Looking at on board with Charles Leclerc ahead of
Everyone's bouncing off the walls, yeah, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm treating this like real, so if they all want to bounce off the walls, then
because I was originally going to blame it on the fact he went for the medium tyres, which obviously will get him a little bit less purchase off the line. But
that's their prerogative.
The same tyre compound, so just got beaten.
I mean, no Raskas and stuff, but tobacco and stuff, if you want.
Yeah, I mean, if you bounce it a little bit, whatever, but if you actually gain a shitload of time from it, then come on, Lando, send the lunge.
And he's on the medium tyres, so George Russell looking rapid around the streets of Monaco as we take a look at 𝗬𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 fighting over P6, and Charles Leclerc already on the back of David Schumacher, who doesn't seem to be able to translate the pace he had in the wet to the dry.
𝗬𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Prost with 3-second penalties for corner cutting, and that wet qualifying has led to, he's going to barge his way through. Charles Leclerc trying to edge his way through. It's all a bit Schumacher and Wurz from 1998 there. He's going to try into Portier. He's not hanging around because his brother's up the road next. And he's
just got by Courtois.
George Russell.
Nice one, mate, nice.
And now he's got to try and close down the gap to the leading pair. He had to try a little bit of 𝗥𝗢𝗪𝗔𝗘𝗟, but the Ferrari driver has made his way through to P3.
Clear road now to his brother down the road. We're riding on board with him right now. P2, not really giving George Russell too much stress. So George Russell looking very handy indeed on the medium compounded tyre. He will go ages in this race on those tyres, but the one thing that we saw before in the F1 Esports race, and we'll probably see here as well, Arthur Leclerc will have the first pit stop, and it all depends on track position and whether or not...
it's the very Gutierrez trying the old 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Mexican driver.
Intro's getting bullied. It's horrible to watch. Down to P6 from pole position. But as I was saying, it's all about track position for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. When he gets out, he needs clean air to be able to push on those fresh set of mediums to then try and close in that pit stop window that George Russell will have. And then we should have a pretty tasty fight where George will be on the soft tyres. Will he have track position?
Oh, that was close,
We'll
almost.
have to wait and see. But right now, he's looking very quick indeed. Pulling away from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 even now, lap 4 of 39. And I've got to say it again, great to see Lando in P9 ahead of Nicholas Latifi. 2.4 seconds to 𝗬𝗣𝗘𝗟, who just got a 3-second penalty, as did Lando Norris. The penalties, Alex, they're already coming in. Get your calculator out, and you're looking for your pen.
I'm looking for the pen.
Lando with a 3-second penalty.
In the next few laps. There you go.
Copy.
𝗥𝗢𝗠𝗏 currently ahead in the Alpha.
Did you bring enough ink with that
I
pen?
don't think I did. So penalties being dished out.
Oh, 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏
Now is going to have a big impact, just like he got in the latter stages of the Spanish Virtual Grand Prix. That is going to bring, as you can see right now, 𝗏𝗪𝗡𝗥𝗏 back into play. That's a second penalty for 𝗦𝗪𝗏𝗘𝗏, who is back in. Oh, that's into the wall rather heavily for 𝗬𝗣𝗘𝗏𝗏, and well, they're not. They're not exactly.
That was a bad lap. Come on, Nicky. Come on.
Racing lines.
𝗏𝗧𝗏 behind you, and Charles in P3 also with a penalty.
It's very much sending it into every corner, and if you give the
Wrong button.
love tap, it's not going to affect their car. So properly giving it some of these drivers. But
Okay, we'll wait until he goes to the finish line.
Penalty. Just to reiterate to viewers that maybe are new or haven't seen the strict corner cutting rules enforced after China's, quite frankly, joke of whatever they were doing before when they were creating their own lines. But
I liked it.
You liked it. It wasn't China they were racing around. But yeah, said strict corner cutting. Goodness me, 𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗘𝗟. The strict corner cutting means you cannot take any liberties into pretty much any corner. The last chicane, they can bump over the curb just a little bit harder.
𝗏𝗏𝗏 behind you, and Charles in P3 also 3-second penalties.
Even there, you can get a corner cutting warning. So you just have
Copy.
to keep it within the white lines. Just don't take too many liberties, Alex, otherwise you will get slapped with a 3-second time penalty. And you can get up to
1 second, guys.
I think.
Yeah, we saw 18 seconds, and then it's.
Let's hope that record isn't broken.
And then there's trouble. 𝗏𝗪𝗍𝗥𝗏 trying to keep it out of the barriers. 𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏 is using the barriers to his advantage. Right now, 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 does not have the sort of pace that he needs to try and get on terms with the top two. And Alex Albon, having passed one Haas,
first warning for track limits.
Who has faded from that immense wet pole position. Congratulations to him for that. It was really superb.
Oh, big crash ahead.
Not working his way.
Yeah, I saw Alex.
Lunge and a half, and you know, that is a fair move and an impressive one from 𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗏, who's found his way through, and Albon's trying to go past both of them. That could end in.
Is Alex on mediums or softs?
Alex is on mediums. Big fight ahead between Lando and Louis. Louis also with a 3-second penalty.
𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 pits from using the soft tyres, so he's going to go into the mediums, is he, or the hards? I'd imagine. Oh no, he goes for the mediums. Aggressive strategy. 32 laps on those mediums. 𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, I would strongly suggest you don't try and do too much sliding like you just did with Alex Albon there. But yeah, as you say, it was always destined for disaster. Fortunately, no damage. So Alex Albon can continue. P9 just behind Lando Norris and Nicholas Latifi.
Okay, so Gutierrez pitted for mediums. He's in P13 and a bit of traffic.
That's not an ideal part of the racetrack to come out on.
So he's probably on a 2-stop.
Gutierrez is behind content creator Lucas Salvadori, and he's managed to get through at Mirabeau. So 𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, fresh from that podium, he's first of the Virtual Grand Prix series. Last time out in Barcelona, now managing to get some clear air there. Lando Norris has got past 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, both of them with 3-second penalties. George Russell is 2.8 seconds ahead of the Ferrari driver 𝗥𝗢𝗩𝗘𝗏𝗏,
Nice move, mate.
who is comfortably leading his teammate around here at the moment.
What tires is Louis on?
Nicholas Latifi, always taking part in these races.
Louis on soft.
Oh fuck.
Albon with a 3-second penalty.
Out of the Rascasse.
Get your pen out, Alex. We've got one for Alex Albon as well. So, goodness me, they are racking up the penalties.
Come on, Lando, let's go. Let's catch up. Me and you, buddy.
Don't try and ride those curves. Don't corner cut. But yeah, it seems as though George Russell right now, class of his own. 3.4 seconds to 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Leclerc can do nothing about his brother in P2.
Man, I can't get these exits. Come on, Nicky. Come on.
But really doesn't have the pace that he did in the wet. And 𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 right behind him at the moment. We're now looking at Alex Albon, who I think's just got through on 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who seems to be ailing, because 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 was in P6. And around Monaco, you don't want to be losing 3.
You said Alex has a 3-second penalty?
Yep.
No, confusing as well, considering the damage setting.
Yeah, maybe his tyres are gone. Maybe he's lit them up and worn them away.
They're certainly pushing out there. They really are. are certainly pushing, and it will be interesting to see whether George Russell can keep this pace up. 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗏 has responded. He's seen enough. He's come to the pits to try and put some pressure on the Williams driver from P2. And his brother goes ahead. He is back out. No one else going for that strategy out on this lap. He's on to the mediums as well. So we saw that from 𝗥𝗢𝗠𝗘𝗟. He's gone the same way, and he comes out.
Alex is so fast.
But will he stay that way? Needs to floor it to stay ahead of the Haas, but the Haas has got better momentum. Might be time to invite him to inspect that Armco barrier. They're side by side up the hill to 𝗪𝗡𝗍𝗍, and he just about gets ahead of the Haas driver.
And try to keep him behind. You're fighting him.
And look at that for George Russell, a 10-second lead.
Comfortable. George Russell's been putting some.
Alex, that move is not there, man.
Rapid. 10 seconds ahead of 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏, as you say. It was crucial that 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏 comes out in some clean air, which he does for now, but he has fresh rubber, so he is going to catch up to Alex Albon in no time, who is currently stuck behind Nicholas Latifi. So right now, 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏 will be praying that these guys come into the pits, but they won't be. They're all on medium tyres. So this...
Sorry, I didn't practice as much as you did, man. I'm not as quick as you.
𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏 will just get stuck behind these guys, unless we see some very interesting moves, which we've already seen. It's lap 10, and we've seen a handful of them already. And I don't think it's over just yet as 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏 pits.
So he's getting rid of the soft tyres as well, and will return. So different strategies playing out here. And now George Russell still yet to feel the need to come into the pits. David Schumacher up to P2, 𝗥𝗢𝗠𝗘𝗏𝗘 up to P3, Lando Norris now in P4, as here comes 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏, and that's Esteban Gutierrez getting the jump. So Gutierrez.
Okay, he's got Arthur that just pitted.
Some shapes to try and get past drivers earlier on. Another 3-second time penalty for Nico Prost.
Yeah, that's Arthur.
As well, so it's not a case of if you're going to get a penalty, it's how many. But that's basically what happened last time. So I'm not sure why we're that surprised. Drivers using the barriers as well, as we check in with 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏, about to go wheel to wheel with Alex Albon. This is for P6 at the moment. He's got to make these moves quickly. Otherwise, George Russell is in a brilliant position to win 2 in a row. But we've seen plenty of penalties already, and we've learned in the last couple of races not to count anything out until the last lap. 𝗬𝗏𝗘𝗏 is collecting
second warning
as well, as he is down there for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 in 17th position. And there's a penalty for Arsenal striker Aubameyang, who is in 16th, but ahead of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So 𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 close.
Alex just massively bumped me.
Lando Norris now in the mix. We've been waiting for this. Here he is.
Okay.
In the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
He was defending from
And Schumacher seems to be struggling with his tires at this stage. And it is a 3-car battle for P2.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the pace, David Schumacher, because the mediums, oh, that is rude. That is very rude. that's something I had noticed with just small little...
Yeah, it's going to get messy.
David just spit it.
No love
Norris is going to get in there as
well. David, no, I don't think he's pitted yet.
Poor old David Schumacher, nothing he could do about that. Barged out of the way. 𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 up to 2nd place. Norris now up to 3rd. Both of them need to make the pit stop. Pit stops.
Oh, sorry, David.
And 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 have made. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is leading that gaggle of drivers at the moment. As 𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 clobbers the wall to back.
He's been pushed off twice in one lap.
In the right direction. That's the one thing you need to avoid. It's the spin that we saw for Alex Albon.
Absolutely. So we've had 5 people stopped so far. David Schumacher's made a big error because I don't think he's in the pits, and he's now dropped to P7. Latifi, Albon and Leclerc all through.
Let's hear from
fuck me. Oh, you. Oh, there's 3 of them there. Oh, well, okay.
To be honest, I think we should go for plan B right now.
Oh, I got a 3-second penalty. Ah.
Very talkative. so plan B, whatever that is, clearly not, well, what would plan B be?
Stay out there for as long as possible, I think, is what George Russell is thinking.
Yeah, because surely he's in the pound seats. Why is plan A? Surely plan A is, we just took the lead from the start, let's go with the strategy. But clearly there's a little bit of divisiveness over which strategy they should go for. But right now, George Russell, I think pretty much 20 different strategies he's going to win this race. So just needs to keep it out of the walls as Lando Norris. Great to see him.
Tires are starting to go already. My God.
What is going on with Lando Norris?
Okay.
Is that a pumpkin? That is, well. Maybe this is one helmet he wanted to run in Formula One and was told no.
I mean,
there's a stalk coming out of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the
these guys are not so experienced as us to run damage on the races.
Okay, we've got a Williams driver in the lead in George Russell, and I believe we can speak to another one, a driver who won here back in 2003. I believe we can speak to 𝗠𝗚𝗅𝗏𝗠𝗘𝗟, who joins us now for the Virtual Grand Prix. 𝗠𝗚𝗅𝗏𝗏, how are you?
Yeah, good guys. How you guys doing?
Doing very well, and brilliant to have you sort of joining us in the commentary box for this. So you know what it's like to win in a Williams around here back in 2003. What are your memories from that day?
It was very special. You know, I grew up being such a Senna fan that, you know, he won so many times in Monaco that actually getting to win there was really, really special. That was, you know, always when I got my first win was nice, but getting that win meant a lot. I remember I screamed on the radio really, really loud, and then I thought I turned it off and I screamed even louder, and the radio was still on.
Wonderful, wonderful day, and great to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay, warning number one after the penalty.
You won, according to my research here, Miami's fastest gamer back in February.
Lando also got a warning in that corner.
Sim racing is in the spotlight in the way it is right now.
Oh, I love it. I think it's such a cool event. You know, we're doing a lot of races. There's a race we're doing, it's called the Legends, with people from the race, from We Are the Race is called, and we've been having...
Is it Lando that's just bottling them up because he's slow, or?
Yeah, it's just battling so much, so be aware.
In both races, but it's such a good fun. You know, we're racing, it's Fernando, Button, Emerson, Andretti, I mean, you name it, a bunch of guys from all over, a lot of the guys from the UK, like Jason Plato's here, Andy Prelox. It's just such a cool event, and we're so freaking competitive. It's unbelievable.
𝗠𝗚𝗅𝗏𝗏, we're seeing lots of action on the screen right now, side by side, wheel banging everything. When can we expect to see you in the simulator chucking an F1 car around one of these circuits?
I had a chance actually to do this race, but I just couldn't.
Fucking Gutierrez, man, just punted me.
You know what's the hard thing is every game
like
is
punted me.
Every platform you drive, it behaves different. So when you haven't driven a platform, it makes it really, really difficult. It just takes time.
And we're seeing plenty of action on track.
What a schmuck that guy is.
Racing 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and 𝗥𝗡𝗏𝗏. Do you think George Russell's going to emulate you in 2003 and hang on for victory here, 𝗠𝗚𝗅𝗏𝗏𝗏?
Oh, I hope so. You know, Williams need all the good luck and all the good things to go their way, so it'd be really cool to see.
Can't believe what I'm watching on the screen right now. It's amazing.
Just the problem with no damage. Okay, we'll say that was karma for hitting Schumacher.
To join us in the commentary box. Thank you so much for giving us your input, and I hope you join us for one of the Virtual Grand Prix in the next few weeks.
All right, guys. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you to 𝗠𝗚𝗅𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Brilliant to get his thoughts, Matt. Brilliant to get his thoughts whilst it was absolute chaos.
Lando's absolutely cooking his tires with all this battling.
Yeah, I kind of cooked mine.
Unbelievable to watch. Lando Norris, 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Esteban Gutierrez, 𝗥𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗏 and 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 in P7. This is monumental racing. Turn the damage off. They don't care. They'll just send it into every corner.
They certainly will, and this is phenomenal, as you can see right now. Norris in P3, Leclerc in P4, Gutierrez is there, 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 has got past 𝗥𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗏 momentarily. We're on board with the Mexican driver, Esteban Gutierrez, as 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 losing time right now behind Norris, but Norris has waited for his opportunity. The driver that was simming for so long. It's great to see him.
Come on, Lando, keep holding them up. Do your thing. This is better for our strategy.
As wide as possible. And that is
I got no tires.
You'd never be able to do that in real life. Dodgem's time now. No. He's hit the Ferrari. He's hit the McLaren. And, oh, my goodness me. If you're wondering how long this is going to go on for, it could be a while yet. Amazing racing here, but it's Norris.
I kind of want to put Gutierrez off, but I don't know if I'm on my warning already.
Something I mentioned at the start of the race.
For contact.
He didn't want to come out in this. He didn't want to be battling Lando Norris as Esteban now sends it into... Oh!
Fucking guy didn't even break.
𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗏 gets 3 seconds. I think Esteban did as well. And this is just
He has so
giving
much
George
better
Russell,
tires.
you know, first place.
George Russell's going to be thinking, where are you all?
He's thinking this is the boring race. Far from it.
So Lando Norris still in P3, 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏 now in P4.
Alright, made 10 more laps on this 10, keep pushing.
𝗥𝗢𝗩𝗘𝗟 in 6th, and 𝗦𝗧𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗠 well, he sent one to the inside of the 𝗦𝗧𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗠. Didn't pay off, and he is currently ahead of Nicholas Latifi. Meanwhile, serenely sailing by our race leader, and I believe we can hear him chatting to his engineer.
Man, how Lando's doing what he's doing, I don't know. Keeping them behind. I couldn't keep them, well, partly because they just fucking sent it on me.
No worries. Believe me, Ferrari.
Come on, Nicky, come on!
With the traffic, just try to kick the tires and don't get any penalties.
Basically, stay cool. Don't make any mistakes. It's looking rather good, Mr. Russell.
I love how he thinks that he's doing slow lap times. Try having 4 cars as moving chicanes. That's what 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's having to deal with.
Oh, you...
with people in front and
No!
behind him.
Also, I love the fact that
I got another penalty.
Look at this, and it's like, meanwhile, with George
But that was my second warning. Man, these tires are gone.
A race of his own, and it's, well, he'll watch this back and he won't believe what's going on behind
Oh, I
him.
think the 2-stop was the way to go.
P2, he goes for the medium tyres, so he doesn't have to pit, doesn't get stuck into all of this chaos, and oh, there's even more chaos!
Well,
What happened with Lando?
barrier at the Rascas there for 𝗥𝗢𝗩𝗏𝗏𝗏, and meanwhile, Esteban.
If you want to do the 2-stop, then pit now and do 2 10-lap stints.
Round he goes.
No, I think I've gone a bit too late, so I'm just gonna...
And Charles Leclerc now up to P3.
Now, if you want to do the 2-stop, it's perfect now, to be honest.
And it is a virtual Grand Prix around Monaco and not 𝗏𝗡𝗠𝗔𝗡𝗟 at a fairground.
Well, we might
honestly.
Up to
We
you.
might have heard from George Russell, but I don't think we're
You
going to
think?
be able to transmit what 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 just
Go
said
for it,
about
man.
Lando Norris. But Lando's actually had an incident himself, as he's now gone behind, unless he gave the position to 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I think that may be more the case there.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for it, fuck it. I got nothing to lose.
Into Sandoval at about 150 miles an hour.
Well, it's a great battle for the podium.
20
You think these
laps.
guys are all doing 2 stops though? I mean, if these guys are doing 1 stop, then I shouldn't go for it.
Yeah, but the amount of battling they're doing, if you just keep your head down and do 20 quali laps, then you'll catch them at the end anyways.
Okay, let's go for it.
And Lando's got another 3-second penalty, now on 2.
Just remind me at some point to put the soft tire for my next stint.
Yeah, maybe just losing a little
Yep.
bit of his concentration now as he's sliding into every wall possible.
Terrific stuff.
It's already set anyways. Okay, that's fine.
Seriously at the moment, Nicholas Latifi's come into the pits. He's one of multiple drivers who's got a penalty.
Yeah, maximum push
He
now.
comes in to stop. And we're back
Okay, guys, let's make it a purple. Let's go.
earlier on. But since then, oh, he's going to have another one if he's not careful. Very nearly losing the rear of the car, but he kept it out of the barriers. And he's got 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who will be desperate to make up for that issue.
That's the thing, though, we say about, well, these mediums should have gone much further than this without any sort of struggles for 𝗥𝗢𝗩𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, but we just saw him sliding, and that's because he's been going wheel to wheel with drivers for 10 laps and sliding and crashing and banging into walls, and that affects the tyre wear. So, you know, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 have implemented that so that it's not like you can just drive however you want just because the damage is off. You have that tyre wear, and you have to treat your tyres kindly. As we take a look at 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who did fall down to P19 at the start of the race, now right behind David Schumacher, P11 now. What a travesty of a race for David Schumacher after such a brilliant qualifying. I don't know, well, we obviously haven't been riding on board with him for the entire race.
Here's 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who got caught up with the spinning Alfa Romeo at the very start of the Grand Prix, and he's been having to work his way back ever since, which is a shame because we saw good pace from him.
Lando's doing the same.
And we can see his teammate up in 4th position now. Let's check in with 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 with, well, I think he would probably wear the same expression if he was in the lead of the race. Absolute bolted on concentration for him as he makes his way through to start yet another lap of this iconic 2.0-mile circuit. And, well, right now he can just pick off the cars in front. The next one is David Schumacher as he gets used to this F1 2019.
I think George is just on his last pit stop.
So pit
Or
stops
he's behind me.
21, 22 seconds as
Or he's coming to lap me, maybe.
Has that and some.
Yeah, he is lapping.
And and he'll be going
Yeah.
on a faster tyre. George Russell really does have this in the bag, hence why his strategy engineer was saying, look, just chill. Just.
I think only the 𝗦𝗧𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗡 can deny George Russell at this stage, so he will keep his fingers crossed on that.
I love how every time we cut to that corner, someone gets a penalty, just to show what the strict corner cutting is. Yep, so here we go. 𝗬𝗢𝗘𝗟 has a 3-second time penalty.
Wait, have you already passed Lando
1.7 seconds
You
ahead
pitted.
of 𝗥𝗢𝗚𝗘𝗏.
for softs?
But
You
to be
did.
fair, 3-second time penalty, it may not.
You have to tell me that. I don't know.
Oh
He's doing
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
like
He's
me.
on softs. Okay, so he's doing the same as
He
you.
might have
So.
gone. Maybe went to hards though.
No, he's on soft, so he's doing the same as you.
Another lap under his belt. He's been successful around this circuit before, been on the podium before, and looked like he had enough pace. Let's check in with 𝗬𝗧𝗏𝗡𝗏. And what's his famous hit, Matt?
Despacito.
Nice.
There you go.
Are you gonna sing any more?
No, I don't know the lyrics. No one does.
Well, there we go. He is in 19th position, and I think very much enjoying himself down there. He might be last, but he's taking it nice and steady. He's taking it nice and easy, but it's great to have him with us. And that song has a ludicrous amount of views on YouTube.
$1 billion, isn't it?
I think it's 7. It's
7.
very nearly 7 billion.
7 billion?
Yeah.
We're running out of people.
I mean, if you haven't seen the video, your slot's next Tuesday. Okay, good to see him. Back to, well, let's have a little look. We're still on board with 𝗬𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏, who is chasing down. Let's go to 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏, and he is all over the back of Alexander Albon in the Red Bull. Eventful race for both of these. The Ferrari has been hit by Lando Norris. The Red Bull has spun already, and I don't think there'll be any messing around now. Will he send one immediately? I think he will try. But there's no way
Sorry,
to
Louis.
for the time being. Lando Norris has the fastest lap of the race and has made his stop. He's in 9th position. George Russell, race leader, still yet to stop. Same applies for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So he's going to tumble.
That's how everyone's driving. So
when he
all
comes
send.
in, but George Russell with more than
Bumper cars.
as long as he doesn't get a gaggle of penalties. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 being lapped there. So he's got the ghost car. Drive it down in 18th position. So now back to this battle between Alex Albon and 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Monagas driver who grew up very close to Saint-Devote around this circuit.
Oh, that was bad.
Again.
That is interesting. So has he gone through the tyres? As they both go
Who's this?
past.
Gutierrez. This is his last pit stop.
And they've calmed down for a couple
Now
of
I
minutes.
can actually breathe. It's really strange. But 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, oh my goodness me, that's a bit of ghosting there. Which is fortunate for Alex Albon.
Very
otherwise that would
fortunate
have
for Alex Albon.
ended terribly. I was just trying to work it out with all the stops that have gone on. So Alex Albon hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah.
So that's not ideal that he's been fighting for the last 20 laps because he's been losing a lot of time doing that as 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is inside Alex Albon at the moment, which is not something I ever thought I would say. And that is Antonio Giovinazzi, I think, a lap down as he gets out of the way. But yeah, very, very strange. I'm just trying to work out who is where with all the stops because some people haven't stopped.
I don't know why
some
these
people have
guys are
just
so
stopped.
fast.
The strategists are all over the place. They didn't look at the tyre graphic, did they, at the start?
Well, that's why we provide the tyre graphic. It's there as a handy
Why are
reference.
they not reading it?
Well, talking of strategy, let's check in driver, engineer. This is your race leader speaking to his engineer. This is George Russell once again.
What about boxed into the soft at the end?
That's the plan. That's the plan. Lap 27.
Not onto the hard.
No. Let's go with the softs.
I'm intrigued to think why George would want to go onto the hards after doing 24 laps on the mediums.
Yeah, it suggests that it's perhaps not as easy as it has appeared for the British driver.
Maybe he sees the gap, 33 seconds, and he thinks I could put wets on and probably still win.
Valtteri Bottas coming into the pits. And the Mercedes driver making his virtual Grand Prix debut.
Another two-stop.
So interesting to see them go that way. We have seen drivers really struggling with the tyres. Lando Norris trying to make a move now on Nicholas Latifi, who had a very difficult Monaco weekend 1 year ago in Formula 2. But is running consistently once again. Latifi, whose personal best was 5th place, which he scored last time out. He's second to 𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗟𝗔𝗑𝗦 trying to keep Norris behind. It's been great to see Lando feature all the way through today. And he will be looking to send another daft move to the inside if he can.
I can't take him seriously with that helmet. I honestly can't. It's great, as you say, it's great to have him on in the show, and you can see that he has got the pace right behind Nicholas Latifi. I was just having a look. Shout out to 𝗘𝗦𝗅𝗡𝗙𝗏. Oh no, we've got 𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗏 as well on the screen. Really working the wheel, it has to be said, around this Monaco circuit. Currently running in P18, 28 seconds behind 𝗬𝗔𝗔𝗓𝗏. I think he'll take that. If he's not a Formula 1 racer and he's just got this sim and Monaco, it's not the best track to choose, is it, for your debut?
It's a really tough track to make your debut, and the big wave surfer is over the line once again, and he's not last. He's not last.
No, he's not.
So there you go. That's what you want to avoid. He's managed to avoid it. It's great that he's with us in the virtual Grand Prix, and well, he needs. I don't think he's going to be able to close that gap down to Antonio Liuzzi, who is the next driver up the road. Antonio Liuzzi right now, with work to do, not to finish behind Arsenal's lead striker. So
yeah, shout out to 𝗥𝗢𝗠𝗔𝗡𝗏 if he will take that if he beats 𝗬𝗔𝗓𝗏, but 𝗬𝗔𝗓𝗏 has caught 4 seconds since I last looked, so that fight may not be over. But I think the fight, unless in the next 13 laps something drastically changes...
Oh, how the freak they get these exits, man.
I don't think those two are going to come to blows. If Russell goes on the hards, that could throw a little spanner in the works, because I don't think they're particularly quick as a tyre. And we have to then tot up all the penalties as well. I think Leclerc has a penalty, Pietro Fittipaldi has a penalty, Arthur Leclerc
Sorry, what
definitely
did you
has a
say?
penalty. Albon, good. I think they all have penalties.
Exits they're
so it
getting.
might actually work out just fine.
it might be as you're looking at it at the moment. There we go. We know that Lando Norris has 2 penalties, so he'll be going back 6 seconds. And there's Alex Albon adding another one.
There's the pen.
Right.
Box this lap, mate. I think Lando is coming in. Yeah, to avoid the undercut. People are saying he's got
it's okay, I'm gonna go one more. I didn't box.
Alright.
I did the DRS, yeah. It's too early, the tires are gonna go off.
Yeah, he stayed out as well, so that's good.
Alex boxed.
Pull up his stream if you can, just to see if he does box, if he's going to come out in traffic.
Yeah, I've got it up. If you can go one more lap, because George is going to pit this lap. There's like a 50-second gap, but on this game, you never know. You might still get held.
I'm really bad in that section.
Oh, hit me. Oh, shit. Ah. Anyways, fuck it.
What?
If I box this lap, will I still get held up even though George just boxed now?
I hope not. I mean, I'm not sure.
I don't
But
know what happened.
yeah, go for this lap because the tires probably are a bit cooked after that. You should be fine.
Like, he left a gap on the outside because he thought I was going to try and get the cut back. I went to the outside and then he just went left.
Pit in this lap, but remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it.
Okay, change the tires.
Yeah, they're already changed.
Oh, he boxed as well.
Okay, that was a nice in lap, mate. You might come out in traffic.
Non. Non, mais je fais de la merde.
How long have we got? 9 laps to go. 11 laps.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled.
Ah!
Good. Don't want another scheduled pit stop.
Right behind.
Oh, Schumacher's ahead of Latifi. That's good for me.
Illegal overtake? What was illegal about that?
Yeah, it was off track.
Au revoir. Go for a quick FL. Oh no.
Ah, that was a big crash.
The gap behind us is
Oh no.
4.2 seconds.
Lando with at least 3
like
penalties.
A 15-second penalty, right?
I think he has 4, so 12 seconds. Yes, I'm helping Nicholas.
It's the most distracting track when you drive through a ghost here.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.9.
Oh, my game just skipped massively. Right on the entry of the swimming pool chicane.
So that you managed to do well.
Six to go. 7 to go.
This pace is strong, but be aware your tyres need to go the distance.
Yep, just keep the balance with the tires so you have a bit left in the end.
seconds per lap.
Is he just boxed? Behind me? How's George behind me? Oh, that's him. That's the next guy.
Keep pushing, just 6 to go.
I'm so hot right now.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Yellow flag. Green flag. Our gap to the car in front is 9.6 seconds.
Ugh.
You are fighting Louis for position. I think you have the same amount of penalties.
Yep.
Oh.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
They've already gone, mate. They're already falling away.
The gap to the car ahead is 8.7 seconds.
I'm not even catching him.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I got by him.
Nice one. Keep pushing. 3
Oh, he just bumped me.
He's just
Got a clean pass on him too.
Yeah, he's got one more penalty than you.
Oh, my sound just cut out. I don't know if you can hear me, Michael.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, damn. Sound's gone in the game. Okay, it's fine. Makes it a bit more challenging, but especially at this track.
Oh! Alright. I'm gonna do like the last few laps. No walls.
Biggest thing is the gears. I'm like short shifting everywhere now.
Otherwise, I'll give 10
this
subs.
is...
Yeah, just bring it home.
Yeah.
2 to go.
Not one wall will be hit.
Oh my god, I short shifted like every gear there.
That's freaking. That's gonna be tough. This.
Man, I can't. This game with no sound is the worst.
Oh, I'm so.
But let's
now.
get it.
I should have said this from the start. Actually, no, I shouldn't. The final sector is where it's going to be really hard to do it.
Stop short shifting, Nikki. Look at the lights.
We're almost there. We're almost there. Thanks, mate.
George's stream's cut off again.
Extraordinary performance, by far the class of the field. And here comes, a while back, Esteban Gutierrez on for his best result in a virtual Grand Prix on the podium last time. And Gutierrez will take that personal best. He will scrub out third. He will write second. He said he's been enjoying his sim racing so much, and you can see why. Second place for the Mexican driver across the line. Everyone else below Nicholas Latifi has finished their race, but what can you say about that dominant performance for George Russell, who's taken 2 in a row?
Look at his face, so happy. This is what it means.
Not
to
bad.
him. 2 in a row, as you say.
Considering where we
Dominated
started.
it completely and utterly.
And considering that we didn't cheat in qualifying,
His
guys.
pace was great. His consistency was just completely
George's stream
flawless.
cut off again after he finished the race, so
39 seconds ahead.
maybe it
That's
was
not
an
something
issue.
that we've seen in these virtual GPs, and it's
Nah, but even,
what
I
a-
mean, I'm
what
not
a
saying
race
specifically
for
him,
George.
but
Yeah, amazing stuff.
no, a bunch of
Took the
people
lead
did.
in the opening few
My
meters,
friend was saying
never
4
lost it
different people at
afterwards.
least
George
in
Russell
front
is
were
the winner.
banging off the wall, so.
Fantastic stuff from Matt Gallagher and Alex Jakes there. Brilliant.
Yeah,
to
there's
see. I
always
wondered
exploits.
What story it could be told tonight, and I tell you
My
what,
lap was
George
clean,
Russell
clean as
has,
it gets for the
deservedly,
conditions.
You know,
But anyways,
won that race
that was-
by such a
that was
massive
aight.
margin as well. Plaudits to him.
Absolutely. A great start from him, and he wasn't troubled from there. An assured, calm performance. Now, I know that it's only virtual racing, but this is a timely reminder to the management that this guy is bursting with talent. When there's no other racing going on, this is all that you need to do, isn't it?
Yeah,
Prove
look
yourself.
at that. Feet up, just relaxing.
I made up the
straight
most
on.
places.
I don't know what
Ah.
social media George will be on now. Just celebrating.
Everyone got
via
penalty
Twitter,
except
Instagram.
George.
Broken a sweat, has he?
But it was such a good
Or did
race,
he get a
and
penalty
I think
too?
you made a very good point that yes, we are watching virtual racing. Yes, people are saying the damage is on. We wanted to enjoy the race, and I think we definitely got that. But you're right to say that George Russell.
You know, I think they told Bottas it was going to be a wet qualifying.
Don't forget about me.
Because he wasn't quick in the race.
The opportunity to do that in the Williams, but the rumours within the team is that
I think for someone who's never driven the game, I mean, he's had this in for a while, but it was quite quick.
Albeit at the back of the grid, and this gives him the opportunity to show us all what he's made of.
But yeah, because that was quite good, especially in qualifying for him.
Yeah, there was a lot of wheel banging.
Great, wasn't it?
I've got to say, incredible race. However, at lap 1, there was an Alfa Romeo spinning out, which was very costly to Valtteri Bottas. Who I believe is joining us right now. Valtteri, are you there?
I guess let's eat.
Listen, how did you find that first?
Well, there we go, guys. Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone. That was the exhibition race and the virtual GP. I'll see you next Saturday for the race on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. And until then, just take care and see ya.
Good night.